Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are here and we're doing a video that we did back, I believe, in December. We're sort of doing a new version of that. So last time we ranked all 29 characters in Overwatch from 29 to 1st. Since then, of course, Baptiste has been released and actually there's a new character on the way very, very soon. So I figure, you know, before the new character comes out, let's do the list for all 30. So the new character should be out sometime. I don't know when. Probably a couple weeks, but obviously we're not going to include that since there's really nothing about the character and I haven't played him. So we've done this list with all 28 heroes. When Wrecking Ball first got released, we did it with all 29 when Ash got released. And now we're going to do it with Baptiste. So let's go from 30 to 1. Done a couple changes. I don't remember who got moved where. I'm just going to say we changed it a little bit from the last video. So starting at number 30 is Baptiste. So I sort of want to also explain how I ranked this. First of all, I ranked it by if I like the character, which is obviously a key factor in ranking characters. Also, how annoying they are to play against, how beneficial they are to have to the team, and if I like playing them. And for the meme likes to play him, I also put him kind of high because I see that character in a positive light due to his ability to play it. So that's the thing. At number 30, though, we have Baptiste. Now, Baptiste is a whole dude, okay? Baptiste is just toxic. Like, first of all, his healing isn't great. The way he shoots is just weird. He does like 3 bullets at a time. I sort of found it weird to play him. I've only played a couple minutes of Baptiste, but when I did play him, I thought it was very weird. And his healing's terrible, and his ultimate is kind of useless. It's just an amplification barrier, which is like square. You can easily just move out of the way of it and not get shot. And then his ability, his immortality field, is so trash. Oh my god, that thing's so annoying. It's always there. Seems to be all the time, anytime you launch it and all. It's just not the best addition into the game by Blizzard. Now, of course, the mainstay at the bottom of the list, Soldier 76. I've always thought the dude's annoying since I've played the game. I don't know if it's because of the Call of Duty vibes that he gave, you know, considering that he's a character but based off of Call of Duty, which I was never good at. And also, just in general, I've always thought his tag is kind of annoying. It's a pretty cheap ultimate. You know, you can play Soldier and be shit at the game and then get attack visor and kill 6 people without having to aim. Kind of annoying. Number 28, this here's a character I used to really like, Reaper. Reaper, since they buffed the hell out of his abilities, he's quite a dude to play against. I mean, you have him on your team and you're going places, but Reaper is just pretty obnoxious to go up against with his abilities. You know, the fact that he does so much damage, especially to tanks. I mean, he does like 2 shots and a tank's dead. Or like, you know, 2 or 3 and you're gone. Like, come on. That's a pretty bad buff there. Number 27 is Bastion. Yeah. Bastion's a turret who can heal himself. And especially if you play Bastion and Baptiste and an Arista, I'm done. I'm out. I quit. It's just so obnoxious to go up against. Alright, number 26 is Symmetra. Symmetra's not as bad as she used to be, but she's still pretty bad. The fact that her turrets just sort of sit there and do nothing, and so you get all your kills from these little turrets, I don't know. Again, the thing about Symmetra that I liked about her before, even though she had 6 turrets, they were easily destroyable. You had to hit them once and they were done. And another thing about Symmetra that was nice before was the Moira orbs would actually be able to destroy them. You could throw them in, but now they can't. That's kind of stupid. Next up is Torbjorn. I don't know. Torbjorn is a dude again. These are sort of the characters that are kind of have, besides Reaper, the first ones that were mentioned here from 30 to 25 really have just obnoxious abilities that they don't need. Again, Baptiste has Immortality Field. Soldier 76 has his Tag Visor. Bastion can heal himself. Symmetra has these turrets that can, like, have a health bar. And then again, Torbjorn is a massive turret you can set up, or he has a turret you can set up. His ultimate's not as bad as it used to be. Whatever it used to be called before, I always just called it Molten Core. I don't know what it was actually called. That's what he used to say. I don't know what it's actually called, but the one with the turret become like really big and obnoxious for like 10 minutes. The one now, Torbnut, isn't as bad. But the fact they sort of took his old ultimate, where he like gains power, is weird. Hanzo is the next one at number 24. Not really much to say about Hanzo. He's just here. Sniper options that you have are better between Widowmaker and Ashe, or you can go Hanzo. Again, Hanzo, nothing really special. I'm just not a fan. Storm arrows are annoying. Scatter arrows used to be annoying. Dudes is all around nothing special to me. Sombra at number 23, a character I used to really, really like, until they actually changed her. I used to like when she would gain alt charge off hacking the health packs. They made it sort of useful. The fact that she could stay invisible forever. I don't know, to me, Sombra, it used to take a lot. You know, you had to be super stealthy, get in really quick, hack somebody and leave. Where now you can just hang around the point for like 10 minutes to figure out who you're going to hack. I used to like how she was before. Number 22 is Pharah. Pharah's a super beneficial character. And it's pretty decent if you know how to play her right. My issue, I'm not really good at being able to fly and shoot and aim and all that stuff. As far as I haven't really been a fan. I always say that playing on the console is better than being on PC. Just stick by. And it actually takes more abilities to play, because you know you gotta play with a controller. You don't have a keyboard where it's all flat like this. You just press a button. The controller, you gotta like hold the thing and then do it. So I always felt the controller is a little bit harder and makes you a little bit better. But far with the controller is obnoxious. Number 21 is Ana. I put her kind of high on the list for the fact that she's entirely useless if you're not like diamond or higher. Unless you're like extremely good and you just haven't got there yet. But Ana's really interesting to see in something like Overwatch League, especially with the GOATS meta, how exciting that used to be to watch, until they sort of ruined it by making Lock 222. But, you know, you throw in an Ana with a bunch of tanks and you could throw the grenade thingy in there and, you know, heal people. It was dang. But Ana overall, 21st, just because she's useless if you're not, like, in a super high tier. Winston is the same idea. He's at number 20. Really, really good if you're at a high level. But if you're not at a high level, Winston's kind of useless. And his shield isn't the best if you're dealing with bastions all the time. Number 19, Doomfist. Doomfist, again, is another one of those characters that's sort of high up on the list. But, again, Doomfist gets to be 19 because Baptiste, Soldier, Reaper, Bastion, Symmetra, Torbjorn, Hanzo are all obnoxious, and Sombra sort of got changed and ruined, and Pharah is hard to play. So, that's why Doomfist is 19. Dude has some power. If you know how to play Doomfist, that dude will be insane. And if you want to know a game mode where Doomfist is absolutely wild, that is Total Mayhem in the arcade. If that's ever available in the arcade, try playing against the Doomfist. I played against the Doomfist the other day, and this dude just flying around the map, punching up in the air, flying, dashing, hitting people out the way. The reason for that is Total Mayhem is based on cooldowns, and Doomfist is a very, very cooldown heavy character. I think he has like 4 bullets in his like fist when he puts out his hand. He's got like 4 bullets to shoot out, and that's all he has. Like everything else relies on punching forward, punching up, slamming down. So it's very, very combination based, sort of like those fighting games. So Doomfist, if you take those cooldowns, which are about 4 to 6 seconds in the normal game, and cut that down to 2 seconds, this dude's all over the place. Alright, number 18 is McCree. And McCree is sort of in that same area with Doomfist, but he should be a little higher up. But when there's so many good characters above him, you sort of get stuck in this middle space where you're good, but you're not. Again, this is all in my opinion. I just want to throw that out there. McCree, his ultimate's pretty cool. Overall, he's decent, but there's better DPS characters for you to pick. Number 17 is Orisa. Orisa, again, is a decent tank, but low mobility. Really impacts her ability to be a top tier tank in Overwatch. You can just play Reinhardt, and even if you want more mobility, you can play Winston, but again, if you want to play a tank that sits there with a shield up, you can just play Reinhardt. Gives you way more mobility if you have to get out of a quick situation. Alright, next up, number 16 is Lucio. Lucio's a good pick if you're going to play Lucio Ball. Besides that, healing-wise, Lucio, again, it was really good in the GOATS meta when that was a thing. Which, again, I want to just state I am one of the few people in the minority that believe the GOATS meta was really, really good. Lucio was good in the GOATS meta. But in general, if you take him out of that, his healing is less beneficial to the team. If you have, again, a set 2-2-2, or if you're playing a lower level where everybody just plays DPS, you do have that issue where you can pick Zenyatta or Mercy or Moira and have a better healing opportunity. So next up is Genji. Genji's a decent player, decent character. You know, his ultimate, if you use it right, is really, really good. But again, Genji is one of those dudes where there's better DPS to choose from. Number 14 is Widowmaker. I put Widowmaker up high here on the list just because I think that sniping-wise, if you're going to get into a sniper battle, you want to have Widow. Overall, Widow is just a really good character if you know how to play her right. If you're bad at Widow, you're really bad. But if you know how to play Widow right, you can get those headshots, you can get some key things for the team. Now, I'm not going to sit here and support Widowmaker 1v1s in the Overwatch League. That's kind of obnoxious. But I will say if you just play Widow normally, you can do pretty good. Why is my computer not charging again? I don't know. I'll figure that out after. Let's hope it's not messed up wire again. Alright, next up we have Mei. Mei is a character that I think is super toxic and obnoxious, but Lamine plays her, does pretty good, and, you know, she can be up higher than I would put her. If Lamine didn't play her, she'd probably be, like, 20th. Alright, number 12 is Roadhog. Decent tank, decent survivability. With his take a breather, that's really beneficial. And his, you know, hook ability, really helpful. You can bring him in close, do a headshot or something like that. And overall, decent character. At one point, he was really bad as a tank. But they fixed him and put him in a good spot. Number 11 is Zara. Lamina's favorite character, actually. Zara is, overall, really, really good tank if you have good teammates. If you try to play Zara by herself, you know, without another tank, try to play Zara on a team that's just not good, it's going to be a struggle. But if you can get the bubbles right, Zara is an amazing character to play and have on your team. We're in the top 10 now. Another character that Lamine plays a lot, we have Junkrat. Actually, we just had like a big span of characters this dude plays, from 14 to 9. Those are most of the characters he plays. Widowmaker, Mei, Roadhog, Zara, Junkrat, even Wrecking Ball a little bit. Who's at number 9? I just gave that away, didn't I? But number 10, again, Junkrat. Good for the spam damage. You get a good trap in there, get a good bomb. Junkrat overall is a very, very good pick, DPS-wise. Number 9, I already gave it away, Wrecking Ball. Wrecking Ball is a dude. I mean, he's not a better tank. I would put Zara and Roadhog overall as a better tank, but I like Wrecking Ball for the fact that you can really get in there and contest the point and hit people out of the way, and you can win matches with that. And his ultimate's pretty cool as well. As long as you don't have a Reinhardt or Zenyatta on your team, or Zara, those 3 characters, the ultimate will be a problem. And Zenyatta's only able to stop with his ultimate. So really, if you don't have a Reinhardt or a Zara on the opposing team, Wrecking Ball's ultimate will be a problem. Coming in at number 8 is Moira. Moira is one of getting ahead of myself with what I'm saying. Moira is another one of those characters who is kind of annoying to play against, but isn't as annoying as she used to be. Moira overall is a good healing choice. I tend to pick Moira more than you would think. Not really for the damage. A lot of people pick Moira for the damage, and that sort of makes her obnoxious because you want to heal her to heal. But Moira is a good pick because, again, her healing is really good if you know how to do it right. Like, I can heal a team really well with Moira. It's just the people who lock in Moira to do damage are annoying. Number 7 is Tracer, the second highest DPS on the list. For me, the ultimate DPS duo is Tracer, Junkrat. I love to have both of those on a team. Tracer can just zip around, do a lot of damage, recall. The Pulse Bomb, super effective. It is a little bit weaker now since they nerfed it a couple patches ago. But, you know, it's still strong enough to take out most characters. It won't do as much damage to a tank. It does 100 less. You might not kill a Bastion if he's healing himself or he's getting healing, but overall for most characters, the Pulse Bomb will do a decent amount of damage if your team's right there. If you get 300 damage off on like a Diva and her mech that's half health already, you can end her pretty quickly. Number 6 is Ashe. She's pretty high on the list. Not as good as Tracer, or Junkrat, or Mei, or Widowmaker. All DPS that I said before. But I like Ashe as a character overall, so that's why Ashe is high up on the list. That's literally the only reason why. Number 5 is Brigitte. Brigitte is one of my favorite characters to play in the game, since she did get changed a couple patches ago, where her stun does like 5 damage and all that. It's not as beneficial, and Brigitte is not a great healer by herself. She's getting changed in the patch to set the lock 2-2-2 into the game, because Brigitte is very reliant on having 2 other healers with her and a couple tanks. Brigitte is like the ultimate GOATS character. That's why GOATS exists, is because of Brigitte. So, you know, to not have that ability anymore, they have to change to Brigitte. Her shield will have less health, but she'll be able to provide more healing, which I think is a good balance to make her more of a healer, less of a tank, which is the point. When you lock in 2-2-2, you need to have that. Number 4 is Mercy. Mercy for me used to be one of my favorite characters to play. If we did this list like a year and a half ago, she would be top 2. She's fallen down to 4 just because of the changes that they made to her. If they kept her the way that she was back initially when she could res 6 people, I loved that ability. It just sort of got ruined by people sort of having their Mercy hide to not, you know, res one person. I always made sure when I resed I was doing 2 or 3 at a time. I was never trying to res one person unless it was like Lamine at the end of a match. I'm like, alright, we gotta get this dude back. But for the most part, I was not resing one person. But overall, Mercy, her ability, again, they changed it more and more. I liked when her cooldown was for her res, and then she got one when she was flying, but they changed that too. There's one res every 30 seconds no matter what. So her ultimate's kind of lame. But overall, Mercy's still one of my more favorite characters to play. Number 3 is Reinhardt. Reinhardt is a tank that I sort of got into playing more recently than, you know, just playing Diva, because I had to play another tank. I kind of just did. I couldn't just play Diva. So it's good to have Reinhardt's ability there, and also having watched Fissure play in the Overwatch League when he joined Seoul Dynasty, things like that. I really got more of an interest to play Reinhardt. Sadly, he's retired now, so we won't get to see him play anymore, but you know, watching him play, things like that, I sort of got interested in playing Reinhardt, which also carries over into our second character, which is Zenyatta, who I got interested in playing because of Jonak, the 2018 Overwatch League MVP, and the 2018 Overwatch World Cup MVP. Watching him play Zenyatta was just really, really interesting, and I got super interested in the character. One of the harder characters to play in the game, but super, super fun if you throw the discords right, the healing right, and put a decent amount of damage. Really, really fun to play overall. And of course, his ultimate will do a decent amount of healing if you pop it at the right moment. Of course, number 1 has been my favorite character since, I don't know, a couple months into playing the game back in 2017, is D.Va. D.Va is really, really fun to play. I just love all the abilities. And when they changed her to get rockets, in, I believe, August of 2017. That was super, super awesome. I just loved when they gave her that ability. You give her another option to sort of do some damage. Again, her damage output's already decent with the bullets. The fact that she can sort of, fly and shoot now, where she couldn't before. They really made her a lot more mobile that way. Also, again, she can just fly around everywhere. Defense major is super helpful. And, yeah. Again, I've said it a million times, but that's why I got into things from Korea and sort of started that whole thing for me. I was playing D.Va as well. I really got interested in, her story and where she's from. So that's the thing. But again, D.Va overall, just my favorite character to play. Really, really enjoy playing D.Va in general. So, with that, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.